Not I.
So everybody needs to know we are live, and Shader just admitted that he's in a feisty mood.
I said not I.
You want it in your eye?
Yeah, no taking it
Damn,
back now,
dude.
bruh.
You want it in your eye. Shit.
Yo,
Terrible.
Shader
Didn't
is...
say
wait a
that,
minute.
But okay.
It popped up that said, is it, are we live?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're live.
Okay.
And
At first it
what
was
happened?
saying-
Something happened?
Well, no, at first it was saying, like, whenever it popped up on my phone saying, like, let my notification, so I clicked it, and then it said live stream offline. I was like, well, then it's not a live stream, so I couldn't figure out why it was saying that, but now I get it. It was just needed to refresh.
Welcome, Halo Storm, Yamanox. Love your faces. Mixing them up. Welcome,
Oh, yay.
Alfred
Halo
first.
Storm's here.
He's early today, Rambo.
Right?
Yeah,
Well, we are
I
late.
get more time with him.
We are actually late. That's my bad. I didn't start dinner and
Yeah, mind you, I already fixed dinner, ate it, smoked a cigarette before you ever even came back from fixing dinner.
well,
And listen to a whole autistic conversation.
Yeah, I didn't have to go kill the cow and
You
everything
want to
like
talk
you
about
did.
an autistic conversation, bitch? Listen here, Rambo. Your ass got me in some shit today, and I didn't even ask for that shit. I literally logged into my phone, like, hey, look, everybody's tweeting at me. I wonder what kind of day today is gonna be. Yay! I got my coffee. I'm in a happy mood. And next thing you know, here's about 30 bitches that I don't even fucking know hating on my ass because this dude here went and acted like the fucking fox in a chicken coop and got them all riled up. So, just saying, I don't even know what the fuck I did.
I don't even know what the fuck I did, man. I hadn't even, like, since we talked about Stonesy Wednesday night, I don't mess it. I literally do not even go to his page, nothing. He's irrelevant to me. Like, I don't think about him.
Right.
And so I like nothing, and I'm just continuing on my day, and then I wake up. My wife comes in this morning at 10 o'clock to tell me, hey, time to get up. We got to go do some insurance stuff. And I was like, okay. Grab my phone, head out the door, and I'm like, 90 notifications. Like, what the fuck? So I'm like, what the hell happened? In between the 6 hours that I was asleep, that when I wasn't tweeting. So apparently Stonesy thought, well, what better way to start his day off than to tag Ratanga into the mess?
Oh, God.
And of course that just spiraled out of control from there. And it's just like,
Bro, there is so many people that got involved in that. Like, I shit you not. The shit that I was tagged in, I was blocked by like 10 dudes. I don't even know who they are, bro. I'm like, what? What? I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what did I do? That's what I'm trying to figure out. And then Sam tweeted at me today saying, don't worry about it. He's been autistic screeching at everybody today randomly and started with Rambo since this morning. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, that I don't even. I mean, I don't even know. I don't even know who the hell that guy is, and like somehow he'd rather have his kids raised better than me and you, and I'm like, I don't know even who you are. Or you don't know who I am.
In his mentions, he had like 10 or well, he didn't have like. I'm just saying like people followed his followers or whoever they were, mutual circles. I'm guessing. Tweet at this and then blocked me, and there was like 4 or 5 accounts that I guess were deleted. Like they actually deleted like some of these accounts that I'm like, why am I still getting the notifications then? Like, so I'm thinking like there's a certain troll that's actually probably getting in the mix of this because my phone was blowing up all day today after I had mentioned one thing of what the fuck did I do, and next thing you know, my phone went into a downward spiral of almost going dead at the coffee house.
Yeah, mine's been in a downward spiral pretty much all day, and I didn't even tweet anything out to like spark the damn downward spiral off.
Yeah.
I just happened to exist, and
well, evidently existing is not allowed, sir.
Apparently not, because what's funny is that seventh level got in there, and he's like, y'all are upset that people are replying back to y'all like other people besides Rambo. He's like, but here you are, 2 people ganging up on one person that happens to have more followers than the both of y'all combined. He's like, what do you think's going to happen? I'm like, these people aren't that bright. Like they come at me, and then they for somehow don't think that any of my followers are going to like chime in.
No, I know some of our guys had our backs today, which I really appreciate. I was just, like I said, I was
they went in on them pretty good.
I was just kind of shocked at like the amount of nonsense there was. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? Like, what the, wait, what's going on today? Like, I mean, Aztec kind of explained a little bit to me. A few of them explained a little bit what was going on. But I was still kind of like just dumbfounded at the idea that it's just this kind of situation that kind of sprung out of control.
I'm still puzzled by it because like I said, I don't even know how, like, why even bring me into the conversation that like they did. I don't know what his fascination is with me.
Yeah.
But he has some sort of fascination with me because like he'll just randomly tag me and then like try his best to get anything going or whatever, and I have no earthly idea what the hell I've done to this guy or whatever, but he keeps saying that, you know, I offered to talk to you like an adult, and you don't have the balls to do it. I'm like, it's not that I don't have the balls to do it. It's like that if you come, like the first time whenever we had the PC versus console objectively thing, I was like, you brought my kids into it. I was like, that right there shows that you had little bit to argue about, so therefore you resorted to something else. I was like, you acted like a child at that point. Then to this, I said, at this point, like you jump into you apologized obviously, but then the very first thing you do when you bring up the whole loot boxes is start trying to belittle me.
Yeah.
I was like, and then you bring my kids and my wife and everything else into it, and then all of a sudden you get like this epiphany, like going, oh well, let's talk like an adult. And like, do you think that maybe I just don't give a shit at that point? Like, the fuck you? Like, if you wanted to talk like an adult, why didn't you just start off with that?
Right. And I honestly don't see why that's so hard, because
I don't either.
We've been through this whole roller coaster two other times with him over Twitter, like,
yeah.
And he comes to his senses after the situation's already spiraled out of control, and he wants to just talk. And
and then he acts like you're the problem for not like going along with him. I'm like, dude.
Well, I understand. Well, here's the thing. I understand wanting to talk because,
yeah,
you know, we've talked about this. Like, hey,
I have no problem with talking.
The texting can sometimes be taken out of context, or it could be just misrepresented in the attention that was posted. We've talked about this. We've talked about social norms over social media. Like, sometimes, you know, if things are heated, you just gotta leave this shit alone for a little while and then try to talk with the person later afterwards. But not him. He just wants to keep it fucking going. And I remember the first time you guys went through this shit, he was calling you a bitch because you went to bed. I'm like, this fucking dude is on the other end of the fucking planet, and you got to get up with your kids, and he's calling you a bitch? I'm like, dude, nobody has time.
Someone ought to report him to the authorities over there so they can lock him up in whatever concentration camp they put those retards in.
Like, I just don't understand it, dude. Like, why the fuck do we have to, like, go through this all the time? This is why I've told people, like, if you get into these troll situations and the person isn't from here, they don't give a fuck about what's going on with you. You could be fucking on your deathbed and they're gonna still want an answer. You know what I mean? I remember the first time, and we thought you guys had that shit settled, right? And then the second time, again, you guys had it settled. You guys finally came to a conclusion after, what, 2 or 3 days worth? And then now here we are again for the third fucking time. It's like, okay, done. No more stupid shit. No more retardation. No more excuses.
Yeah, I recall the last time the big thing broke out or whatever, before it actually got to that point, I actually messaged Stonesy on Twitter. I DM'd him and said, let's cut to the chase. Let's get rid of this dumb shit and let's just go talk. You know, talk it out, figure out. Let's figure out, like, so that way you can hear my side of things, like where I'm coming from with this objectively thing, and I can hear y'all's, and we can work it out. Well, he was like, well, let me check Discord to see if they're on. And then all of a sudden, they decided, no, they're not going to have a talk with me because Portenga said I wasn't worth this time, and they did a 2-hour video or whatever it was on me.
Oh, well, yeah, then all of a sudden, I remember that because I remember talking to him about that. He's like, well, I said I was going to do it. I'm like, so you're going to do it regardless after you guys, like, supposedly cleared your beef. That makes no fucking sense.
And so then, this time, like, you come at me like a fucking child, like you didn't get your way or something or whatever, and then then at the very end of it, you're like, oh, by the way, hey, you want to just pull privately into a thing and just have a chat about this, and we can work out our differences. I'm like, dude, no. It's like somebody coming to my house, robbing me, and then going, hey, do you mind if we sit down and talk about like the morals of robbing?
Right.
No, I'm not just gonna go all of a sudden go, oh, yeah, like, come on, I love talking to people. Come on. No,
Yeah,
Zach, if you want to come to me and say, hey, like at the very start, and go, hey, let's talk about this. I'd love to talk with you. Twitter's not the really best place to talk, so let's go off and have a conversation. I'd be there in a heartbeat. No big deal.
Yeah, there's no reason to blow it up out of fucking proportion like this just to get attention. Like and I'm sure it's not always the case. They just want attention. It just comes off like that. You know what I mean? It comes off that way because of the intent that the conversation's being started in. And it's like, come on, guys. Like, really, we're gonna go through this again? Like, how many times do we have to go through this before you finally understand how each other talks and stuff? Like. That's why I said after this time, there's not going to be a second
done,
time.
Man.
Yeah, this is ridiculous, dude.
I have no time
having to deal with some fucking punk ass kid from across the fucking pond acting like a prick over the internet. Like, there's no reason for it.
Yeah, and apparently, since I invited him to come to Oklahoma to
he wanted you to cover the ticket. Yeah,
since I didn't cover the cost, and I bitched out, and I'm like, no, dude. And Seven's told him too. He's like, dude, if somebody's talking shit about my kid, it's up to them to pay to have the privilege to get their teeth kicked in.
Pretty much.
I was like, I'm not gonna pay for you to come over here. I was like, I'll put you up when you get here.
And there's a tweet today where he said he never said anything about your child.
Oh yeah,
I saw that shit and I laughed. I was like, really, bro? You're gonna lie? You're gonna lie right now. You're gonna lie. I'm like, all right. It looks like my affiliation with you is truly done. Like I'm just not going to talk to him ever.
I'm just like whenever I see him or a tweet from him or that Burning Phoenix guy from now on, I'm just going to just let it continue going.
What the fuck crawled up I actually messaged Burning Phoenix. Like I was trying to remember where I heard that name from, and a while back he got a hold of me here on Discord. And I was like, oh, okay, I think I actually know this guy. So I tried to message him midnight to see what his problem with me was, and he never answered me. So he's probably either got me blocked or he just doesn't feel like answering me. It's all good. I mean, I don't even
know who the hell that guy is. I mean, you may mention like maybe who it was, but I'm not really for sure. I mean, if it's not him,
I'm not quite sure who it is, but I mean,
it's just weird. Like this guy, I don't know who it is. Like in that community, like Fratanga and Stonesy and this Burning Phoenix guy and their little clique thing that they have somehow hate me for I don't know what the fuck reason. It's not like I've ever even gone out of my way to even fucking talk to them.
Right.
I mean, I ignore the little digs whenever they
boxes, Rambo. You dirty little bitch.
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to stream that. You did the video, right? Can you link it to me?
Yeah, it's on my channel.
Oh, it's on your channel, or on your Twitter?
No, it's on my channel because I had to. It was too long. Opening up 13 loot boxes was too long of a video for Twitter.
All right. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna stream it after this game. Yeah.
Yes, I'm wondering that too. It's kind of it's just strange to me.
Well, like even when Rags was still a part of this group, like we never aggressively went after people. Like it was usually we were sticking up for him because fucking people were randomly attacking him. So we would have his back
when we
on Twitter.
could have, because Rags had so much influence and so many followers, we could have went after anyone we wanted and damn near crushed them, but we didn't.
Yeah, there's no point to. I didn't feel like there was a need for it. You know what I mean?
This is not how I operate, man.
That's not how I operate either. Like the old me, I would have, but like not now. I mean, I've grown up since then. I'm not a kid anymore. I'm not a child. I'm not a petulant, spoiled little fucking brat. You know?
Whoa! Let me steal you SSI and talk about fraud. What the hell are you talking about, man?
What?
I don't.
Mixing.
I think he's joking around, but. That's the reason why I put Laugh Out Loud Missing.
But talk about fraud. Oh.
Because he's usually in here joking around with us like that, but I wasn't really for sure.
Yeah, Mixing, yeah, he's cool. He's all right. Briefly mentioned you on Rag's stream, Rambo. Oh, of course you did. Yes, you are, Brim. Yes, I am. What, J. Caesar?
I see how it is.
A petulant child.
Yeah, see, yeah, I mean, like the Rags actually agrees with what I was saying. Is that buying the game?
That's funny because these motherfuckers were on your dick about the fucking game, and then Rags didn't support what they said.
Yeah,
and then they were like, quiet it got.
Like, yeah, they were like, Fortenga was like, I'm even pretty sure that Rags would agree with me on this, and I was like, oh, really? So I screen capped Rags' tweet that said, buying the game does not mean that you are supporting the loot boxes, just don't buy the loot boxes.
Absolutely, and, I agree with that, yeah.
Yeah, and so I was like, oh, really? It kind of seems like he agrees with me here. And
yeah,
they were like...
He full out agreed, yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like, dear God, like, y'all have gotten so fucking lost in the sauce that they've turned, instead of doing like what Rags does, into basically just bullying people. Like, into their beliefs or whatever. Well, like, it's just
funny.
So weird.
You know what's funny is, like, now, these people would have you believe that that is not the case whatsoever. They would tell you that they don't believe in doing stuff like this, that they only share opinions, and if you disagree with them, it's fine. But yet their Twitter speaks a whole fucking different story. Like,
oh, yeah.
He's a YouTube gamer, Cyrus.
And you can actually...
He used to be on this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he knows. You can actually...
Well,
like,
if he asks a stupid question, I'm going to give him a stupid answer.
No, he was being a smartass, dude.
Yeah. They had beef at one point, I think.
Yeah.
You can actually go to... like their Twitter and see that where people have just talked about a game and not even brought up PC or anything like that, just talked about a game, and then somebody that, like, they'll quote tweet it to something about the PC, and I'm like you're purposely seeking out an argument. Like, what's the purpose in that? Like, if you're supposed to be the debunking person, find somebody that's actually trying to do something stupid.
Also, yeah, dude, like, catch some motherfucker off guard, falsifying facts. Like, that's what they used to do. Now they're just going after whoever fucking doesn't agree with them on their preferred platform now.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny is they didn't start off this way. We were all cool at one point. You know what I mean? Like, we were all good with each other. And now, ever since this whole split, it's like it's like people have, like, drawn a line in the fucking sand or something.
Yeah, they're the ones who created the line, Andrew.
Matter of fact, was Stonesy was coming into our Beam.pro streams before we even started this podcast. It was that long ago.
Yeah.
Before he was,
that's old shit, dude.
Well, what's crazy is Stonesy has some sort of, like, it's like some sort of, like, a need for validation or something, because I saw a tweet on his, one of his tweets talking about whose Twitter is more interesting to follow. I'm really asking, and he put his Twitter for Tengas and Rags, and he got like 44 votes, and he won it, and he was like, oh shit, man, people now people want to hear from me. Like, dude, nobody even fucking voted, and it sure as fuck wasn't the people that were following Rags. Like, that's like that. I mean, he's got this thing to where he's got to be, like, he thinks he's more popular than what he is. He thinks he's right up there with Rags and, like, the top hats and stuff like that, but he...
All
right, are we back?
Yeah, I relaunched it. Yeah, here we go.
Yep, there it goes.
All right, so...
All right, wait, live stream health?
Peasant shit, bro.
Okay.
Peasant shit.
He is. The only reason we know is because of the fact that we were around him, but nobody actually knows who he is. If we try to mention Stonesy...
Wait, what? What the fuck?
Oh, wait. It's been rolling now.
Tweet out, whenever he used to tweet out our like, their podcast to our podcast, the number of views, and talk about how they're more popular or whatever, I'm like...